What you notice when you work with elite athletes is that it doesn't really matter what the skill levels are, and it doesn't really matter what their physical skills are. In fact, when I worked on the European Golf Tour, for many years you'd often walk down on the practice ground and you really could not tell the difference between who was the great golfers and who were the golfers who were not so great. The difference was their mental skills. And when I worked with the Ryder Cup team in 2014, you notice that all of them had great mental skills. All of them could raise their game. All of them were committed to raising their game and becoming excellent at what they do. And they do that because they set very, very high goals and standards for themselves. They're trying to raise their standards every day. And this is what is important in a business. When you've got everyone trying to raise their standards every day and working on the things that are important in raising those standards, then you're going to have a highly effective and efficient workforce. And you'll notice their personality types that will always work in a business are the conscientious ones. So that's what you find in elite sport, the conscientious ones, the guys who are constantly training, constantly trying to get better. You don't have to ask them to go training in the gym without being pushed or pulled out of their beds, you know. They have something to get up out of bed in the morning, and that's the high goal and the idea that they could achieve greatness at some time in the future. And that's important because that's what they talk about. And if you really want a great workforce, you need to find out what they talk about. It's their self-talk that is going to define what they are and what they become, because self-talk, what you tell yourself, will manifest itself in the future. So you have to understand people's self-talk, or the stories that they tell about where they're going to be in the future. And you'll see elite athletes do this all the time. They're constantly talking about changing history, becoming the best in the world at what they do. This is how you translate elite performance or peak performance into the workforce. You can be the greatest cleaner if you want to be, but be the greatest cleaner. It doesn't matter what position you are in a hierarchy in a business, as long as you all are focusing on being great at that position and being conscientious about every day to actually get up in the morning and work for that particular ambition, which is raising your standards. And if you try to raise your standards every day, you will actually achieve greatness in the future.